last question I have before we move on for you, Max, which I'm curious about. What, in your opinion, makes a band great or a musical group great? Is it a great live performance? Is it the sound of their music? Because you've made some very interesting points tonight about you have to feel your art or else nobody else will. So what is it about a band or a group that makes them great? Part two of the question is, and how are you striving in your own band to achieve that type of a greatness?
I already know the answer to that.
Okay, well, I asked Max.
I know what I'm saying.
So Max, not Ron.
What makes an artist great? I think what makes an artist great is that their art and what they're doing couldn't be done by anyone else. Like, I think it's like about the individuality of it and like the I just think it's like about the clear vision and the authenticity and the individuality of what they're doing. What was the second question?
How do
I do that?
Towards that?
Yeah, I think like on a very minute level, on like a very small level, like when I'm deciding, when I'm composing and deciding like, does the song go here? Does the song go there? Like I try to like, if there's a question, if there's like there's like 5 different things that we could do, I don't make the decision. It's only when it's like, no, it has to be this, because like this is what we do. This is what is authentic to us. And so I think I strive for it on a very like small level. And then on a big picture level, I strive for that, carving out a niche that is unique enough to what I'm hearing. And, that is this sort of, for Gramps the Vamp, this kind of like dark, noir, groove-centric, heavy, like psych sound, mixing a lot of different genres together. But I think it's a little bit on the macro scale and a little bit on the micro scale, like the exact decisions you make during songwriting, and then of course like the big decision of where do I want to take this group,
All right.
Yeah,
nice.
I gotta follow that and shit.
Yeah. Any last thoughts, Ron? You want to add to what Max said before we move on?
Yeah, he Max had some great points. I'm just gonna add, what makes a great group or artist or a duo or whatever. I think it starts with songwriting, rather it be heavy wordplay or short, concise, but clear vision, straight to the point where people can get it. Consistency is dope. Being consistent, that is important. I mean, that's pretty much for everything. We preach that with everything we do. And just being true to yourself, music or sonically, you know what I'm saying?
Right, yeah.
One of the things, like I was going to say, like a couple questions ago, what keep us motivated and excited? Production, man. Those beats. That kept us because my guys were always making beats. So we would just be sitting up. It's 2 o'clock in the morning. They just cranking out shit. So we sitting there, we smoking, we hanging out.
Jam sessions, I would imagine, playing concerts, right?
Yeah.
When you hear your guy making something and it's like, damn. And I'm like, you already like, yo, I got it. Can I get on that track? So you got everybody like, I want to be on that. It's like, dude, we only have 3 people on this shit. We don't want to have like a 7-minute song. We trying to get this like some radio shit.
Yeah.
But, yeah, man, production, songwriting, and then you got a clear vision and originality. Like, I can't stand people that sound like, it's a lot of artists that are really good, but they just sound all the same.
Yeah.
And I feel like back in the day, you couldn't bite, you couldn't copy, everyone sound original. There were gatekeepers that basically made sure that you was official before you was able to get through and get on. You don't have that anymore. That's the only thing that's a problem now. It's great that the social media and you got different avenues where you can walk your dogs and do everything yourself, but you don't have anyone checking people at the door like, nah, your ass whack. Get the fuck out of here. You don't have that.
Right.
So everybody's doing it. Everybody got music. Everybody think they hot. But then the true telltale story is who's following you.
Right. Yeah, I think that, you know, with the internet and YouTube and everything, it's just easier to get stuff out, and it's interesting to see those who progress farther than others. Talent be damned in some cases, you know.
It's probably the
I
subject
think
matter.
they,
you know,
right,
they
you
probably
know.
subject.
But I think to what you gentlemen were saying, I think it's, at least from my personal observations, I feel it is definitely in any artistic format you endeavor into, music, comedy, etc. I would have to agree. It definitely is. You have to find your voice in a way, whether it's pen to paper writing a song, composing a piece of music,
That's very true.
putting together some lyrical bars for a rap, putting together a comedic piece, putting together a comedy video, whatever it is. You know, finding the voice of who you are as a person, consistently putting out your work if you love it enough, and then just trusting in your abilities.
And I would also like to say, like, it's a process. Like, it's not like I look back on the stuff that I've released in the past, and like I'm like, oh, you know.
Yep, same thing.
It's not super original. I'm getting there, you know. And I think as an artist, you're constantly on the way.
Right.
Like I don't think you're ever like, oh, I'm here and this is my style now.
Well, then what would be the point then?
I think you're
continuing.
Exactly. I think you're constantly just trying to figure out, and I think it's just about the process of it.
Yeah.
Getting to something that feels the most authentic and
Right.
that feels unique and individual.
Yeah.
It's constantly a process. You're constantly getting better, and
that's what the pursuit of
that's
the art
what it's
is
all
for,
about.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
It's what the pursuit of that art form is for, is to constantly improve and put out better music, or comedy, or whatever it is. I mean, like Dave Chappelle in his special being like, I'm so good at this shit.
Yeah,
but like
he is.
he's still putting out
He's
specials
so
because
good.
he's still learning, because there's so many other people, and there's so many other people you can learn from, and he's like, oh, you know, so there's always that.